Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. And, I wanted to talk about this earlier today, but this whole Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, this whole situation has been kind of funny to me in a way, but kind of sad too, right? I mean, why should Jamar Chase wait for his money, right? I mean, he's an elite receiver. He's a top 5 receiver, probably top 3 receiver in the NFL. He's as elite as they come. I like Jamar Chase. I'd rather have Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb. But, when it comes to these top flight receivers, some people may want Justin Jefferson. Some people may want Tyreek Hill. Pick your poison, right? All these guys are good. But when you are Jamar Chase, why I got to wait for your money, right? Why should you have to wait for your bread? Unfortunately, he plays for a very broke franchise, right? The Cincinnati Bengals had to muster up some money to even pay Joe Burrow begrudgingly. If they didn't pay Joe Burrow, the league would have to do an investigation like, why is your top quarterback got to wait? The Bengals weren't stupid. They're going to pay Joe Burrow. Now, would have been interesting to see if Jamar Chase truly was holding out, he was going to practice, he was just showing up at practice and stuff like that, but wasn't really participating in anything until a new contract got done. It'd been very curious to see how the Bengals start the season without Jamar Chase on the field, right? It would really put pressure on Bengals ownership, particularly Mike Brown, who's been notoriously cheap for many, many decades, does not like paying players. I remember a couple years ago the Bengals got like a D rating on their facilities. This is who they're playing for, right? Jamar Chase decides to crack and goes to practice. Okay, will he play? The question is, will he play this week against the New England Patriots? Right. That's still on the table. It's pointing that he will, but this conversation is that he may not until he gets a new deal. I know there's people saying that Jamar Chase on a contract and he needs to play it. Yeah, but he's outperforming his rookie contract and he's in line for an extension. And this is, he's not doing anything different. He is following the playbook as he should to ensure his money, to prevent if anything happens to him injury-wise, he is good, right? He plays his season on this contract, gets hurt. Yeah, he may recover, but there's also a possibility he may not and never be the same again, and he didn't get his money. For Jamar Chase, disappointing. Does he begrudgingly come back to play and not miss any more money that he, or I don't know if he's been fined for not participating. He's showing up, but he's just not practicing, so I don't know if he gets fined or whatever. As opposed to a complete holdout where he's just a no-show, no call, no show. You just speaking to his agent, But for Jamar Chase, though, get that lead receiver. See how the team look. See how they do. And sit back. Put pressure on the Bengals to make a deal. The Bengals are just so cheap. It's just crazy that a team can be ran like the Bengals for this long when they're not trying to pay players, how long can the ownership get away with this, right? Should the NFL, this is dramatic, should the NFL force the sale of the Bengals, right? Give it to an owner who has the money, who's willing to spend and try to win a Super Bowl, and retain top flight talent. Jamar Chase's sake is like, man, he don't look like he was happy out there in practice. He's an NFL player, he wants to play, but at the same time, man, you got to protect yourself to get your money. Who cares if the owner's being cheap? So be it. If you got to sit out a year, whatever it is, sit out or wait the amount of games where you're eligible and play the minimum games until you actually get to qualify, until you get that contract extension. This is dirty business, in particular with the Bengals. And I'm sure his agent told him that. I'm sure his agent is fighting hard with Bengals front office to get this dude paid, right? So for him to come to practice, I don't think he wanted to. Maybe his agent told him to go to practice, maybe just start playing. Who knows why he was convinced to start doing some reps in potential of him playing. Man, Jamar Chase definitely should not be playing, man. Crazy, but he's dealing with a broke-ass owner who don't want to pay nobody a cent. Begrudgingly pay Joe Burrow. I know he was gritting his teeth when he had to sign that check, but you got a great quarterback. You got to pay him. That would have been foolish for him not to pay Joe Burrow, and it's starting to look foolish if he doesn't pay Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase don't get his money. Could he be a malcontent in the locker room? Could it start being some attitudes and disgruntledness? Oh, yeah. That can derail the season in itself. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.